Hello and welcome to 2026 and the first video of this new year. I tried to do a live stream and that went about as well as I expected, meaning that I like my internet cut out and I don't know when it cut out. So I have no idea what I actually said on a live stream, but I figured let me do a video and I guess hope for the best, right? So in the live stream, I talked about the plans that I had for 2026, one of which is doing live streams. So, and I guess it kind of goes back to the end of 2025 when I kind of had my revelation about motivation not really being a real thing. So, I guess I kind of decided that for this new year, because I'm still not doing resolutions, because resolutions is another thing that I don't believe in. You know, it's kind of been proven that nobody follows through, or I won't say no one. I mean, because I'm sure there's some people that do, but I mean, resolutions are kind of those things that they exist. People make them, they start out strong, and then they peter out very quickly. And I know myself enough to know that I most definitely am a peterer. So there's no point in me making resolutions. And I tried doing, I guess, like commitments to myself, but I don't, but those kind of went the way of the resolutions where I didn't necessarily follow through on those either. So forget it. And I'm just going to talk about plans that I have. So this year, the theme for me is kind of accountability. And because I think accountability, even if it's just to myself, is kind of a stronger mechanism than motivation. It's kind of the thing of, I know I'm successful if I've done what I said that I was going to do. And motivation is not going to carry me through getting that done. But having accountability, i.e., the data there, is going to prove whether or not I actually did it. So I talked about I wanted to do this year kind of 2 live streams a month, and I'm still kind of working it out because, you know, it's a lot of work for me. It's a lot of work for me. Not the putting the live streams up, that part's kind of a lot easier than recording videos, but making sure I have topics, making sure I have things that I wanna do and talk about and, and actually committing to the time. That's a bit of a struggle. And for the second one that I plan to do for a month is kind of a work with me, and that's a kind of work accountability live stream. So, that also is kind of, follow through kind of thing. So that from an accountability standpoint, it's a lot of work to set up, but my thought is that it should be worth the effort that I'm putting in. And then I talked about kind of the videos that I wanted to do because, of course, every year I want to do videos, and every year I try to do videos, and then I kind of peter out, because I don't know, I guess I lose interest. And I don't wanna do that, which is why I started at the end of 2025 these kind of let's talks, because if I just do that, then accountability-wise, I'm getting it up, and then I'm working the pattern and the habit of putting the videos up like I want. And so, maybe not once a week, but pretty regularly, I wanna be able to put up something that, you know, it doesn't really matter if it gets views or not or comments or not or anything like that. Like, I just want to do something and have that habit of doing it and know that, you know, I'm being held accountable for getting it done and working that habit. So that's kind of the thing. So one of the videos that I have decided on is this unboxing. So I'm already starting. So I don't know, that video will probably come out, I don't know, because it kind of depends. Like when you're doing unboxings, like you have to wait for everything to get here and it might not come before the end of the month. So, you know, th- it's kind of like a time crunch, but it is the plan that I'm planning to do of comparing snacks, which kind of makes no sense when one of the things I'm definitely doing this year is dieting, but whatever. So yeah, that's kind of, general what I was planning to do for this channel, the live streams, the unboxing videos, and then I wanted to continue doing these less talk videos because it's a lot easier to have one topic to talk about and just talk about it until I get tired of it and keep myself from rambling. And it forces me to have to edit. So I have to at least open up my editor. So that's kind of, I guess that's kind of the point that I'm getting to. Like I want to get better at video editing. And that means actually editing. That means taking care with what I'm doing. So this is kind of a way to do that, to kind of get better. And it will go to one of the one of the things I've not fully committed to. So I'm not gonna talk about it. So I'm not gonna talk about it. I know I keep like I feel like I keep edging around it every time I do a video, but I think it's that I kind of wanna do it, but I don't know if I can make myself do it because that kind of commitment might be a little bit too much for me because it requires doing something I don't wanna do. And I've not really have been one to force myself to do what I don't wanna do because it just makes me frustrated and it makes me, kind of attitudinal, and I don't really wanna be attitudinal. But one day, I might actually get myself motivated to do it. So well, okay, I just said motivated, but what I mean is, I think there might one day, if I think about it, get a strong inclination to wanna do it. But I'm not sure. I think for that, I would probably have to develop the idea a lot more than I have currently. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So, anyway, yeah, that's kind of, what I was talking about on the live stream, and I don't know if all of it came out. And so I just wanted to kinda do this quick kind of follow-up video of it, and I guess it's sort of a highlight. And so, yeah, we'll, I guess, look forward to me doing things on this channel and seeing what kind of happens, because I don't know, like I don't know what I want to happen, but I just kind of I don't know. Other than following through, other than doing what I have been wanting to do and been meaning to do, there's not really any other plans. So, yeah. Anyway, that's kind of that. And I guess I'll end it here. And how should I end this? All the things that YouTube says they like, but I'm not even sure that they like at this point, which is like, subscribe, hit the bells for notifications, and all of that stuff that supposedly helps, but who even knows at this point? And then I will see you on the next video. Bye.